Margaret had always been a champion sleeper. Back in her 30s and 40s, she could fall asleep the moment her head hit the pillow. But now, at 72, sleep felt like a luxury she could no longer afford. Night after night, she would lie awake, watching the ceiling fan spin slowly above her, counting shadows instead of sheep. Sound familiar? If Margaret's story resonates with you, know that you're not alone. Millions of Americans over 65 struggle with sleep, tossing and turning through the night, wondering if a good night's rest is just a memory from their younger years. Here's the truth that might surprise you: poor sleep isn't an inevitable part of aging. Yes, our sleep patterns change as we grow older. The National Institute on Aging has shown that older adults often experience shifts in their circadian rhythms, producing less melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate sleep. But struggling through sleepless nights doesn't have to be your new normal. The good news? With the right habits and a few simple adjustments, restful sleep can be yours again. Today, we're going to explore 5 powerful sleep habits that can transform your nights and energize your days. These aren't complicated medical procedures or expensive treatments. They're practical, scientifically backed strategies that you can start using tonight. So let's dive in and discover how to reclaim the restful sleep you deserve. The first habit is simple but transformative: turn your bedroom into a sleep sanctuary. Think of your bedroom as a temple dedicated to rest. For too many of us, our bedrooms have become multi-purpose rooms where we watch television, scroll through tablets, pay bills, and even eat meals. But here's what sleep researchers at the National Sleep Foundation have discovered: our brains are incredibly good at forming associations. When we use our bedroom for multiple activities, our brain gets confused about what this space is for. Is it for sleep? For entertainment? For work? Let's help our brains out. Starting today, commit to using your bedroom primarily for sleep. Remove the television if you can. Keep laptops and tablets in another room. This might feel challenging at first, especially if you've developed a habit of falling asleep with the TV on. But give it 2 weeks, and you'll likely notice a difference. Now let's talk about creating the perfect sleep environment. Darkness is your friend. Our bodies are designed to sleep when it's dark and wake when it's light. Even small amounts of light can interfere with melatonin production. Consider investing in blackout curtains or a comfortable sleep mask. Margaret discovered that blackout curtains made a remarkable difference. The streetlight that had been streaming into her bedroom for years was disrupting her sleep more than she realized. Temperature matters more than most people think. The ideal bedroom temperature for sleep is around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. This might feel cooler than you're used to, but there's solid science behind it. As we prepare for sleep, our core body temperature naturally drops. A cool room supports this process. If your bedroom is too warm, your body struggles to reach that optimal sleep temperature. Try adjusting your thermostat down a few degrees tonight and see how it feels. Noise can be another sleep saboteur. If you live on a busy street or have noisy neighbors, consider using a white noise machine or a simple fan. These devices create consistent, gentle sounds that can mask disruptive noises. Some people find that earplugs work well too. The key is consistency. Your brain adapts to regular background sounds but startles at unexpected ones. The second habit involves working with your body's natural clock, not against it. Our bodies run on a 24-hour cycle called the circadian rhythm. This internal clock tells us when to feel alert and when to feel sleepy. As we age, this clock can become less reliable, but we can help recalibrate it with something completely free and readily available: sunlight. Here's how it works. When bright light enters your eyes, especially in the morning, it signals to your brain that it's time to be awake and alert. This suppresses melatonin production during the day and helps ensure that melatonin will be released properly when darkness falls. The result? You feel more energized during the day and sleepier at the appropriate time in the evening. Make it a morning ritual to get outside within an hour of waking up. You don't need to do anything strenuous. A simple walk around the block works perfectly. Even sitting on your porch with a cup of coffee while the morning sun touches your face can help. Aim for at least 15 to 30 minutes of natural light exposure. If weather or mobility issues make getting outside difficult, sitting by a sunny window can provide benefits too. though direct outdoor exposure is most effective. Now let's talk about the evening. Just as morning light helps wake us up, evening light, especially the blue light from screens, can trick our brains into thinking it's still daytime. Televisions, smartphones, tablets, and computer screens all emit blue light that can suppress melatonin production. This is particularly challenging for older adults whose melatonin production is already reduced. The solution doesn't mean giving up your evening news or staying in touch with grandchildren via video calls. Instead, try these strategies first. Consider using blue light filtering glasses in the evening. They're inexpensive and can make a real difference. Second, most smartphones and tablets now have night mode settings that reduce blue light emission. Turn this feature on automatically a few hours before bedtime. Third, if you watch television in the evening, try to finish at least an hour before you plan to sleep. Use that final hour for quieter, non-screen activities. Margaret started going for a morning walk with her neighbor. Not only did the morning sunlight help regulate her sleep, but the social connection and gentle exercise provided additional benefits. In the evening, she switched from scrolling through her tablet to reading physical books. Within 3 weeks, she noticed she was naturally feeling sleepy earlier in the evening. The third habit is creating a wind-down routine that signals to your body and mind that sleep is approaching. Think of this as a runway that guides you smoothly from the activity of your day to the restfulness of sleep. Without this transition, we're essentially trying to go from 60 miles per hour to 0 in an instant. That rarely works well. Start your wind-down routine about 60 to 90 minutes before your intended bedtime. The exact activities you choose matter less than the consistency and the feeling of relaxation they create. Here are some ideas that work particularly well for seniors. A warm bath or shower can be wonderfully effective. Remember how we talked about body temperature dropping as we prepare for sleep? A warm bath raises your body temperature temporarily. When you get out, your temperature drops, mimicking and enhancing the natural temperature decline that facilitates sleep. Add some Epsom salts or lavender essential oil for extra relaxation. Just make sure the bath isn't too hot or too close to bedtime. Aim to finish your bath about an hour before sleep. Gentle stretching or light yoga can help release physical tension. Many seniors carry stress in their neck, shoulders, and lower back. 5 to 10 minutes of slow, gentle stretches can ease this tension. There are excellent chair yoga routines designed specifically for older adults. You don't need to be flexible or get on the floor. Simple neck rolls, shoulder shrugs, and ankle circles while seated can make a difference. Reading is a classic pre-sleep activity, but choose your material wisely. An exciting thriller might keep your mind racing when you should be winding down. Instead, consider poetry, inspirational readings, or familiar favorite books that you've read before. The goal is gentle engagement, not intense mental stimulation. Herbal tea can become a comforting part of your routine. Chamomile, valerian root, and lavender teas have mild relaxing properties. The ritual of preparing and sipping warm tea can itself be soothing. Just avoid drinking too much liquid right before bed, as nighttime bathroom trips are already a common sleep disruptor for older adults. Some people find that gentle music or guided meditation helps them relax. Apps and websites offer sleep-focused meditations specifically designed for seniors. Even simple deep breathing exercises can activate your body's relaxation response. Try breathing in slowly for a count of 4, holding for 4, and exhaling for 4. Repeat this several times. Journaling can help quiet a busy mind. If worries or tomorrow's to-do list keep you awake, try this. Keep a notebook by your bed. Before you begin your wind-down routine, spend 5 minutes writing down what's on your mind. This simple act of transferring thoughts from your mind to paper can provide remarkable relief. You've acknowledged these thoughts and set them aside for tomorrow. The key to all these activities is consistency. Your brain loves patterns. When you do the same relaxing activities in the same order each night, your brain learns to respond, "Oh, we're doing this now. Sleep must be coming soon. Better start releasing that melatonin. Better slow down those racing thoughts." Margaret created a simple routine. At 9 o'clock, she would turn off the television. She'd spend 10 minutes doing gentle stretches in her chair. Then she'd make a cup of chamomile tea and read a few pages of inspirational poetry. By 10 o'clock, she was ready for bed, her mind calm and her body relaxed. The fourth habit addresses what and when we eat and drink. Nutrition affects sleep more than many people realize, and this connection becomes even more important as we age. Many medications that seniors take can interact with certain foods and beverages, potentially impacting sleep quality. Let's start with timing. Eating a large meal close to bedtime can interfere with sleep in several ways. First, lying down with a full stomach can cause acid reflux, that uncomfortable burning sensation that definitely doesn't promote restful sleep. Second, digestion is active work for your body. When your digestive system is working hard, it's harder for the rest of your body to wind down into sleep mode. The recommendation from sleep experts is finish dinner at least 3 hours before bedtime. If you need a small snack later, that's fine, but keep it light. If you do have an evening snack, choose wisely. Some foods actually support sleep. A small serving of complex carbohydrates, like whole grain crackers with a bit of cheese, can be helpful. The amino acid tryptophan, found in dairy products, turkey, and nuts, is a precursor to serotonin and melatonin. A banana with a tablespoon of almond butter makes an excellent sleep-promoting snack. Tart cherry juice has been shown in some studies to increase melatonin levels naturally. Just keep portions small to avoid midnight bathroom trips. Now let's talk about what to avoid. Caffeine is the obvious one, but its effects are worth understanding in detail. Caffeine has a half-life of about 5 to 6 hours. This means that if you have a cup of coffee at 4 in the afternoon, half of that caffeine is still in your system at 9 or 10 o'clock that evening. For older adults, caffeine metabolism can be even slower. Many seniors find that any caffeine after noon interferes with their sleep. This includes coffee, tea, many sodas, chocolate, and some medications like pain relievers that contain caffeine. Check labels carefully. Alcohol deserves special attention. Many people believe that alcohol helps them sleep because it can make them feel drowsy initially. Margaret used to have a glass of wine with dinner, thinking it relaxed her. Here's what actually happens. While alcohol might help you fall asleep faster, it significantly disrupts sleep quality later in the night. As your body metabolizes the alcohol, it causes arousal and fragmented sleep. You might wake frequently without remembering it, leaving you feeling unrefreshed in the morning. Alcohol also suppresses REM sleep, the stage of sleep important for memory and emotional processing. For better sleep, avoid alcohol within 3 to 4 hours of bedtime. Spicy or acidic foods in the evening can cause heartburn and indigestion, especially when you lie down. If you notice discomfort after certain foods, try eating them earlier in the day instead. Hydration is important, but timing matters. Drinking large amounts of liquid in the evening leads to nighttime bathroom trips, one of the most common causes of sleep disruption in older adults. Try to do most of your hydrating earlier in the day. Taper off liquid intake as evening approaches, just sipping small amounts if you're thirsty. Some medications can affect sleep too. If you take multiple medications, talk with your doctor or pharmacist about whether any of them might be interfering with your sleep. Sometimes, simply changing the time you take a particular medication can make a difference. Never adjust your medication schedule without professional guidance, but don't hesitate to raise the question with your healthcare provider. The fifth and final habit is regular physical activity. Exercise is one of the most powerful tools we have for improving sleep quality, and the benefits extend far beyond just sleeping better. Regular movement helps manage weight, reduces the risk of chronic diseases, improves mood, and maintains mobility and independence. But let's focus on how it helps with sleep. When you exercise, several sleep-promoting processes occur. First, physical activity helps regulate your circadian rhythm, especially if you exercise outdoors in natural light. Second, exercise reduces stress and anxiety, two major sleep disruptors. Third, physical activity increases your sleep drive, that natural tiredness that makes falling asleep easier. Fourth, regular exercise has been shown to increase the amount of deep sleep you get, which is the most restorative stage of sleep. The good news is that you don't need to run marathons or spend hours in the gym. Research shows that even moderate exercise can significantly improve sleep quality in older adults. A study published in the Journal of the American Geriatrics Society found that seniors who engaged in regular moderate exercise fell asleep faster and slept longer than those who were sedentary. What counts as moderate exercise? Walking is perfect. Aim for at least 30 minutes most days of the week. If 30 minutes feels like too much, start with 10 or 15 minutes and gradually build up. The key is consistency, not intensity. Swimming and water aerobics are excellent choices because they're easy on the joints while providing good cardiovascular benefits. Cycling, whether outdoors or on a stationary bike, works well too. Dancing, gardening, and even household chores like vacuuming count as physical activity. Strength training is valuable too, and you don't need heavy weights. Light weights, resistance bands, or even bodyweight exercises help maintain muscle mass, which tends to decline with age. Stronger muscles support better balance and reduce fall risk, while also contributing to better sleep. Try incorporating simple strength exercises 2 or 3 times per week. Timing matters with exercise, though not as much as some people think. The old advice was to avoid exercise within a few hours of bedtime because it could be too stimulating. Recent research suggests this isn't as critical as once thought, especially for moderate exercise. However, vigorous exercise close to bedtime can indeed raise your core body temperature and increase alertness, potentially making it harder to fall asleep. A good rule of thumb: finish vigorous exercise at least 3 hours before bedtime. Gentle activities like stretching or leisurely walking can be done closer to bedtime without causing problems. Morning or early afternoon exercise can be particularly beneficial for sleep. Remember our discussion about sunlight and circadian rhythms? Exercising outdoors in the morning combines the benefits of physical activity with the circadian regulating effects of natural light. This 1-2 punch can be incredibly powerful for improving sleep. Margaret started taking a 20-minute walk each morning with her neighbor. She found that not only did she sleep better, but she had more energy during the day and felt less anxious overall. On rainy days, she would do simple chair exercises while watching her favorite morning show. The consistency mattered more than the intensity. If you have chronic health conditions or haven't been active recently, talk with your doctor before starting a new exercise program. They can help you choose activities that are safe and appropriate for your situation. Many communities offer exercise classes specifically designed for seniors, often through senior centers, community centers, or local gyms. These classes provide the added benefit of social connection, which contributes to overall well-being and can indirectly support better sleep. Now let's address some common challenges that might arise as you work on these 5 habits. First, what if you've done everything right but still can't fall asleep? The worst thing you can do is lie in bed getting frustrated. If you're awake for more than 20 minutes, get up. Go to another room and do something quiet and relaxing in dim light. Read, listen to soft music, or do some gentle stretches. Return to bed only when you feel sleepy. This prevents your brain from associating your bed with wakefulness and frustration. What about daytime napping? This is a common question for seniors. Short naps, around 20 to 30 minutes, can be refreshing without interfering with nighttime sleep. However, long naps or naps late in the afternoon can make it harder to fall asleep at night. If you nap, try to keep it brief and finish by mid-afternoon. Many older adults deal with pain that interferes with sleep. Arthritis, back pain, and other chronic conditions can make it hard to get comfortable. Work with your doctor to manage pain effectively. The right mattress and pillows can make a significant difference too. Memory foam toppers, body pillows, or wedge pillows might help you find a more comfortable sleeping position. Medications are another consideration. Some medications can interfere with sleep, while others are meant to help. Be cautious with over-the-counter sleep aids. While they might seem like an easy solution, they can cause side effects like daytime drowsiness, dizziness, and confusion, particularly in older adults. Some can even worsen underlying health conditions or interact with other medications you're taking. If sleep problems persist, talk with your doctor rather than self-medicating. Anxiety and worry often intensify at night when there are fewer distractions. If racing thoughts keep you awake, the journaling technique we discussed earlier can help. Some people find that scheduling a specific worry time earlier in the day helps prevent nighttime anxiety. Give yourself 15 minutes in the afternoon to think through concerns and problem solve. When worries pop up at bedtime, remind yourself that you've already given them attention and they'll be there tomorrow if needed. Sleep disorders like sleep apnea are more common in older adults and require professional treatment. If you snore loudly, gasp for air during sleep, or feel excessively tired despite spending adequate time in bed, talk with your doctor. Sleep apnea is a serious condition that affects both sleep quality and overall health, but it's very treatable. Let's bring it all together. These 5 habits work synergistically, each one supporting the others. Create a sleep haven by making your bedroom dark, quiet, and cool. Sync with the sun by getting morning light and reducing evening screen time. Build a relaxing wind-down routine that signals to your body that sleep is approaching. Eat and drink mindfully, avoiding large meals, caffeine, and alcohol close to bedtime. Move your body regularly with activities you enjoy. These aren't complicated strategies. They're simple, practical changes that can transform your sleep and, by extension, your quality of life. Remember Margaret? After implementing these 5 habits, her sleep journey changed dramatically. It didn't happen overnight. The first week, she noticed small improvements. She was falling asleep a bit faster. By the 3rd week, she was sleeping through most of the night. After 2 months, she was consistently getting 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. She woke feeling refreshed, had more energy during the day, and noticed improvements in her mood and memory. Her doctor even noted that her blood pressure had improved. Your results might look different from Margaret's. Maybe you'll see changes quickly, or maybe it will take longer. That's okay. Every person is unique, and sleep improvement is a journey, not a destination. Don't try to implement all 5 habits perfectly starting tonight. Pick 1 or 2 that resonate most with you. Maybe it's getting morning sunlight or creating a wind-down routine. Start there. Once those habits feel natural, add another one. Be patient and kind to yourself. If you have a bad night, don't get discouraged. Even people with excellent sleep habits occasionally have difficult nights. Focus on the overall trend rather than individual nights. Keep a simple sleep diary if it helps. Note what time you went to bed, approximately when you fell asleep, how many times you woke, and how you felt in the morning. Over time, patterns may emerge that help you fine-tune your approach. And remember, you don't have to do this alone. Share these strategies with friends or family members who might also struggle with sleep. Having someone to walk with in the morning or swap sleep success stories with can provide accountability and encouragement. If sleep problems persist despite your best efforts, don't hesitate to talk with your healthcare provider. Sometimes underlying medical conditions or medications need to be addressed. There's no shame in seeking help. Good sleep is essential for your health and well-being. You deserve restful nights and energetic days. Quality sleep isn't a luxury reserved for the young. It's a fundamental need and a realistic goal at any age. These 5 habits are your tools. Use them consistently, adjust them to fit your lifestyle, and trust the process. Your body knows how to sleep. Sometimes it just needs a little help remembering. Tonight, as you prepare for bed, think about which of these habits you'll start with. Maybe you'll adjust your bedroom temperature or set your phone to night mode. Perhaps you'll brew a cup of chamomile tea or spend a few minutes stretching. Whatever you choose, do it with the confidence that you're taking a positive step toward better sleep and better health. Sweet dreams, and here's to waking up refreshed, restored, and ready to embrace each new day. You've got this.